Hey, thanks for coming in, viewers. We're on the bay. We're on the stand-up paddleboard. We're going to do half an hour. I'll do a 10-minute talk and fill you in. So I've had the privilege to be able to listen to Professor Sam Vaknin on YouTube. I recommend anybody with a relative amount of intelligence and ability to consume education to listen to Sam, internationally renowned expert on psychology, majoring in narcissism, I would imagine, but personality disorders, let me say that. Thanks for coming by to the channel. I just want to mention this morning that YouTube, since the inception of my channel, has shadow banned the channel. I'd be one of the only people with nearly or heading towards 3,000 videos that has 200 subscriptions. I've had people email me and tell me that they can't like or comment on the videos, so I'm not sure. Well, we know about woke and leftist radicalism, and this is what's happening with Google. I'm not being critical, it's just fact, and it's time we had the courage to stick with some facts instead of being pulled down by these rescuers of lies and deceit. So just want to let you know that this channel, for all the hours that have been put into it and all the knowledge that's been given to it, is being sabotaged by YouTube. I know it is, because there should be many more subscribers, but I'm going to persist. For those of you that don't know, a lot of people sue YouTube for this kind of behavior, and YouTube knows it because they're the ones that have got to deal with it. But it's very unfair, it's very deceptive, and to be afraid of keeping the world up with the facts and trying to disdain it as misinformation or something that's going to harm the listeners is quite extraordinary. I've had, this is the funny thing, I've got two channels, and they'll block videos on this channel and leave them on the other channel. They'll block videos on the sociological channel but leave them up on the religious channel, the spiritual channel. So it's clear evidence that people get assigned to different channels, or probably to different areas, and if that person's woke or left, or they possibly don't like your content along with the algorithm or something, they just stop it. And that's it. They just stop its ability to be viewed. And that's why X is being so successful now, because they're not afraid of just letting people share within the confines of reality. Your relationship, as we go into the talk now, is possibly having highs and lows. Let's put it that way. And if the highs and lows are based on alcohol or drug use, by either, that's on you. Because drugs and alcohol are just not going to be an asset to the relationship. They're going to be a debit. They're going to cause tremendous trouble, heartache, negligences, sins of commission and omission. Commission meaning maybe lust, affairs, this kind of thing. A lot of people get involved in those things. Another one could be, in the sense of omission, is just laziness and sluggery and slothfulness, where you've needed help and the help just hasn't been there for you. And all these things add up against you and the relationship. Now, if this is you, it's up to you to fix it. All right? If you're lazy, it's up to you to get up and do something about it. If you're eating wrong, it's up to you to do something about it. If you're on drugs, substances or alcohol or things like that, it's up to you to fix it. So you can whinge and whine and you can play the victim and blame everything else, but at the end of the day, it's all on you, all of it, not some of it, all of it. It's all on you to do something about it. Now, in the old days, that's how we grew. You'd be told, like, this is, if you want to fix something, this is how you fix it. And today there seems to be this spiritual matrix that tries to save people that are disabled. They come alongside these people and they try and save the disabled, but what they're really doing is enabling the disablement, because they're not telling that person to get up or fix this problem. You don't have to be mean about it. Might be a good idea for you to fix this problem. And that way you'll be helping yourself. But unfortunately, people come alongside people today and they justify the problem, just as if there isn't a problem. And it's not very helpful. It's not helpful for the people that need to be chastised or possibly even punished for negligences. Because the Bible teaches, and it teaches it not in a cruel way, but in a helpful way. It says, spare the rod, spoil the child. In other words, if you don't teach people how to be better, and I don't mean by violence or abuse, but if you just don't confront the issue, then how's somebody going to hasten to change? You're postponing wisdom, you're postponing development. And this happens all the time. You have these parents that are addicts or alcoholics, covert addicts and alcoholics functioning within the communities, and they groom their children to be addicts and alcoholics themselves. See, people think that their identity's in their work and what they do and all this career-orientated stuff. No, we are who we are at home, not who we are at work. Leave work at work. Let's see who we are at home. I've been in the construction industry for most of my life, and I've seen it all. I tell you, I have seen it all. And it's not who the person is at work, it's who the person is at home. And sometimes these covert, dysfunctional people expose themselves at work. And I was one of these people that I just tell them to go packing. Didn't worry me. I wasn't there to entertain people's dysfunction, but that's what you were met with, that's what you were confronted with. And this happens a lot. And these people know how to hide these infantile childishnesses, laziness, characteristic lazinesses or negligences, until they get the foot in the door, and the next thing they're manifesting nuisance mentality, lazy mentality, combative mentality, cunning mentality, deceitfulness. And as an employee, or an employer, I just did not, because my job's really hard, I just did not want to tolerate that. So I didn't. And nor should you. But if you're one of these people, you need to change. Because life will leave you behind. You'll be stuck with your addictions and your alcoholisms and your other fetishes. You're not a victim. You've probably had things happen to you, but you're not the only one. And be like those that fix it. Don't be a loser. Don't be a secret loser that finds supply on people's sympathy. Because that's what we are up against now. And no, the world's starting to swing back and not tolerate this easy way out of victimization.